Welcome to Experience Life Today. I'm Ruben E. Goff. Good to be with you here on this Sunday morning. I have some things I need to announce to you and bring you up to speed on some brand new things coming your way, especially to those of you that are monthly partners, those of you that are consistent viewers of this program of Experience Life Today. Just want to bring you up. Number one, I got to keep these things in my mind. Number one, very soon, and we will keep you updated on these things. Very soon. As you know, let me premise it with this. This organization, Experience Life Today, this television program, we grow with it. And so we started really with nothing. Okay, so we were not a worldwide ministry, just came into this. We just started with nothing. And as we grow, we hopefully will expand, get better at our services to you, and etc. And this is why I'm bringing this up. Number one, we are going to be having a phone number for Experience Life Today very soon. When it happens, you'll be the first to know. We'll bring it right on the program for that week. Said, okay, here it is. We'll run the tickers for, weekly and let you know the phone number. Right now, if you call, you have to call Mount Calvary Tabernacle and use that phone number. Well, Experience Life Today is its own, so we want it to have its own office number, call line, and that you can connect, okay, if you choose to go that route. And so we want to be able to be there with your concerns and when you call, okay? So as soon as that happens, you will be the first to know. So that's number one. That's on tap, is a phone number for Experience Life Today. Now, be that as it may, you can contact us by email and all through those kind of venues and through the website. And it's not like you can't contact us, as you very well know. It's just there's not a phone number, but it's coming. Number two, now, again, we throwed this out before, and we are really meaning this. We really want to do this. This program is seen in a portion of 4 states. We have some very dedicated monthly partners. I don't know, we receive from you and receive, and I know you're giving to us to keep us on the air, and I know you're receiving something through the Word. I understand it's reciprocated, it's going back and forth. Lacey and I have been talking, and we would like to stop by. I don't know when, but it's coming in the very near future, and we won't be calling ahead, we'll just stop by. It'll only be for a few minutes. You have to understand, this is in a 4-state area, and there's a few partners. And so we have decided that we want to go out, maybe set a day aside, maybe we've been talking, maybe a month, once a month, take a day. And you have to understand, I pastor a church. I'm also the Washington, D.C. Capitol Director for the United States National Prayer Council. That requires me to be in Washington, D.C. monthly. Also pastoring this church, plus we do this program and other outreaches, plus radio, which is something different than this we have to do on the side. There's a lot of things involved, so understand. So one day a month we're talking about getting in the car, going around, getting in as many in one day as we can, and just stopping by for a few minutes. Want to shake hands with you, say hi to you, tell you how much personally, say to you how much we thank you and appreciate your giving to this ministry, and take a moment and pray with you. And if not, if you're sick, you're not feeling well, or you're shut in, want to be able to lay hands on you and pray the prayer of faith and believe God to touch and heal you. We want to do all of those things, okay? But we won't be staying, okay? We'll just do that and go on just to share with you. So look for that in the coming weeks ahead. We'll start doing it. Also, this very week, we're cutting loose on the bi-monthly newsletter. Brand new bi-monthly newsletters coming out. These for this month, or these 2 months, September, October. And so those of you that are partners with the ministry, you're going to be receiving those as you should every time, every other month, bi-monthly. You're getting the newsletter. And if you're just getting on board for the first time and you're expecting this newsletter, I simply do a thank you. I update things that's going on in the ministry. That's usually the first little paragraph things there that's going on. We have a prayer list running down the side that you can pray for. Then below that usually is a little nugget of an article. Then on the back side of the newsletter. Usually it is a message that I've preached or a blog that I've written. And I incorporate it and put it in for you to read in the back, and it's bullet listed, all of that kind of thing. And you can read it and ingest what God is speaking through that message. And then at the top of that newsletter, you have our promise to you. And that we don't want to adulterate the Word. We want to do what's right, and etc. You'll read all of that and see all of those things, okay? Now, I know there's a lot going on here, but I had to get all of this out to begin with, okay? We're going into a message in dealing with having the presence of God everywhere. Preached this message not too long ago, and when we gather together in a church, the expectation is the presence of God is going to be there, and it is, and it's the right expectation. But you're going to see in this message that when we leave the building, that same presence should be in us, on us, and going with us. And when we go out, wherever we go, as magnificent as it is here in this church or your church or wherever you go, the presence of God, when we leave, we are also still the church of God. We are still a holy temple. We are still the residency of the Holy Spirit. And that means there's power. And that means there's presence. And that means there's life, the life of God. And you're going to see, we go into Acts 16 and you hear the famous story often preached and taught. It's good. Where you have Paul and Silas in the jail at that midnight in the Philippian jail. And realize that here is two men who are not in a church building. They're not in a place like where I am right now. They're not in a sanctuary. They are not amongst other believers. They are in the middle of hardened criminals. They are in the midst of people who are, they're sinners. They're lost. Many of them just pagan-minded and heathen. And yet, these two men are so full of God and His presence, they didn't have to wait to get to church to have